So let's start working with this product.php. This will be the single product that we're going to be printing from the database. So for example, if you click here, you can see that we are sending the value to. This is the ID that corresponds to this in the database. So you can click here, this will be the tree. And we're going to be using this value to query the database. We're going to read this, the number 3, and then we're going to make the query using this ID. So we have 8 different products, but using this technique, you can add all the products that you want in your project. So first I'm going to open product.php, and here on the top, I'm going to read the value. And you read this value, let's click here, this product, the number 1, you get this value using something like this. I'm going to create a variable called ID equals to get, and then you pass this product key. This is the key to access that value. So you can see we have ID. Get is the way that you retrieve this value, and then you get product right here. So then you can click, you can add echo ID and reload. You can see we have the number 1 right here. But we need to make sure that this is an ID, a number, because if I add something like hello world, you can see that we are printing hello world. And we need to make sure that we have an ID. We have to make sure that this is a number, because other ways people can run some scripts or something. We need to add some security here. And I'm going to add an if. We're going to add filter bar. This is the best way to handle this kind of request. And this is a function that takes 2 parameters. The first one is the variable that you want to check. And then you add a comma, and then the filter that you want to use. In this case, we're going to be using one called filter validate int. So if this is not, or if this is equals to invalid or false, so if this ID is not an valid integer, we're going to add die. No valid ID, something like that. So let's reload, and I'm going to add again hello world, or hello, and you can see we had no valid ID. And if I change this to 1, you can see that we're printing the page. So this is a really simple rule for security, but it will be better to use this kind of techniques for your project. Other ways people can inject some code in your websites. So next we're gonna open the index.php, and it's right here. And we're gonna copy this top code, or this code from the top, and we're gonna paste right here. So this will contain the connection to the database. This will connect, or this will retrieve the fields. We're gonna change this in just a little. And here we're gonna change the limit. We're gonna limit this to 1. We only want to retrieve 1 value. I'm gonna remove this closing PHP tag. And you can see that we have we can add the closing PHP tag and add another one right here. So we're going to add all the contents right here. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, something like that, because we're gonna add the results inside here, right here at the bottom. And you can see that I'm opening the database connection. This is opening this file where we create the database connection. So it's a good idea to close the connection, and I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. And here I'm gonna add db close. So we close the connection at the bottom. So let's scroll a little bit more to the top. You can see that we have the else curly brace right here and the end while curly brace right here. So we're gonna add here on the bottom, we're gonna add 2 closing curly braces. And this will be if, and this will be while. So this way we know that these curly braces, this is the closing if, and this is the closing end while. And the order is like this. So we make sure, always you have to make sure that if you open a curly brace using a if or a while, you have to make sure that you are closing it. So now we have almost everything. And next we're gonna see, you can see that we want to retrieve the name of the product. So we have a name right here. We want to, instead of printing the image thumb, I want to return the image full. I don't need the ID, so I can remove this. If you take a look in the design, you can see that we need the price, so it's right here. The short description is right here. But we need to add also the description. And let's add description. And if you don't remember where these values are coming, I'm gonna open again my phpMyAdmin, tools, phpMyAdmin. And here I'm gonna open Carolina Spa and click here on products. These are the names of the columns. So you can see we have description right here. So description right here. And we have the image full right here. In this case, we don't need the ID because we are not printing the ID in any places. So let's save this and make sure that we didn't break anything. And you can see everything is working. That's a good sign. So in the next video, we're gonna print the contents and replace this static HTML with the values that comes from the database.